Bonsoir, good evening. Bonsoir.
Bonsoir à tous.
Welcome to the Fiji post-match press conference with head coach Simon Raiwalui and captain Waisea Nayacalevu. We'll start straight away from questions from the floor. Please do raise your hand and wait for the microphone. Thank you. Who's going to kick us off? Yeah, at the front here.
Bula, Simon, Waisea, commiserations, tough loss. Simon, I'll start with you. What's your message to the Fijians who are up early this morning, watching from around the world?
Yeah, obviously, firstly, congratulations to England for winning the match. Yeah, just thank you to every supporter that we have here in France, worldwide, the 900,000 in Fiji that travel distances to find Wi-Fi, to find a connection to watch us, because we really feel that support since we came in together 15 weeks ago. We wanted to create something different, a connection back to our people, our supporters, and I hope we did them proud. And apologise we couldn't get it over the line, but yeah, super proud to be in Fijian tonight. Super proud of the team, Weiss, the whole group. So yeah, obviously a bit emotional, but yeah.
I wonder if you could also say something about Waisea's captaincy during this tournament.
Mate, he's a good man. I think that's the most asked question about Weiss. He's led from right from the start of when we had the campaign. He was a natural selection as captain. Both on and off the field, he set the standards. Yeah, I can't say enough of him as a player, as a man, and he's not only that, he's a good friend, and super proud of him.
Bula, is it the worst way here? Is it the worst way to lose this game? Because it seems like you did your best, but in the first half you didn't do the things you want to do.
Yeah, well, any loss is a loss is a loss. So it's disappointing. So we didn't help ourselves in the first half. We things where we worked hard in terms of penalties, defensive, side entries in the rucks. We hurt ourselves. Free kick at the scrum, penalty scrum. We just piggybacked and put all the pressure back on ourselves. We played much better in the second half. Yeah, but it's any loss is a difficult loss. It's not the context of it is the same.
Simon, after every World Cup, we always hear promises that Fiji is going to get more regular games against the major playing countries, but it never sort of bears fruit. Do you think it'll be any different this time? I mean, there's talk about joining, you've already got a team in Super Rugby joining an expanded Southern Hemisphere Six Nations. Do you think anything will change, and what would be your argument that you should be given a seat at the top table?
So when I was in the general manager role with High Performance, the whole idea was to make sure that our pathways were geared towards long-term success and through World Rugby support, DFAT, in terms of getting the draw into the competition, into the Super Rugby competition. Our pathways are in a good place. Second thing towards that was we had to be more consistent with the way we played, more consistent in preparation, and I think what we've shown this year is that we've grown in that area, and I think that's only going to grow as we go forward, 2027, 31. We have to put ourselves in the shop window with our performance and what we've done, and if we've got that infrastructure there, if we've got success, consistent success, when the opportunity comes up, hopefully we will get a chance. But if we concentrate on the long term instead of getting the short term right, you tend to trip up on yourself. So I think we have very proud of the last 4 years, before the 8 years, what we've built in Fiji, and I think it's there for long-term success and sustainability. So if the opportunity does come up, hopefully we put ourselves in the front of the window.
Second row there.
Hi Simon, Will here. After England played Samoa, Salala Mapasua was talking about there possibly being an unconscious bias between refereeing towards the emerging nation as opposed to the more established countries. Did you feel like you got the wrong side of the refereeing today, or some decisions? Were you disappointed with any of those? Or?
No, well, there's obviously decisions where they go 50-50 in terms of where to tackle, but the referees, they do a brilliant job. It's the hardest position there. You're isolated, and sure, you want to. There's things that you contest. There's things that you that maybe that you don't agree on. But first things first, we had opportunities to score. We had opportunities to win the game, and it's a growth for us winning there. So like we're a huge supporter of every facet of the game, and that includes refereeing. And they do a wonderful job. They don't go out there to pick a team that they're favourites with. Sometimes there's mistakes, sometimes the rub of the green doesn't go your way. But it is important that we support them and not isolate them, and that's what tends to happen. So very appreciative of everything they do.
Waisea, can I ask one to you, please, as well? Can you just describe your emotions? It's been an emotional couple of weeks for the team with a couple of bereavements as well, and you've got around the boys who've lost family members. Can you just describe your feeling at the moment, and do you feel like you've missed a chance? And I don't know, where does the team go from here?
Yeah, quite emotional at the moment. A lot's been happening through the week, and just part of the boys turn up today. Like you said, a few calls didn't go our way, but we fight at the end, and I just ask that we can have a fair decision on every team that plays, so that we can play rugby, so everyone can enjoy the game. On the match officials.
Were you frustrated by some of the calls? You seem to be talking to Mathieu Renal right at the end.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I was frustrated. A few calls.
Any particular ones?
Like they were already from Iraq in the game, and then he told you just came in, keep on grabbing the ball, and there was no penalty there. 3 times in the game, and no calls. That's my honest opinion.
Yeah.
So it's a similar theme. I mean, do you feel there's a sort of subconscious bias against Tier 2 and maybe Pacific
Absolutely.
nations?
You guys watch the game. You guys can answer that to yourself.
And can I just ask, in that final quarter, when you brought the scores level, did you feel the game was in your grasp at that moment, and where do you feel it got away from you?
I think it kills the momentum of our game. What do we want to play? If you know what I mean.
To both, you talked about pain and pride. When do you reckon the pain will go away and the pride of what you've done will come through?
The pride's never gone away. It's there from the beginning till the day I die. I'm proud of this team. These boys are family. Pride doesn't disappear with rugby.
You know, pride and the joy of what you've achieved.
The joy is there. We've, like I said, for 15 weeks, these boys have worked hard, and we'll celebrate that. We're obviously hurting now in terms of the result, but I couldn't be proud of this group in terms of what they've put in. They've built something for the next generation of Fijian rugby players. They've laid a foundation there that we can grow off. So we're hurting at the moment, and that'll hurt, I think, for a long time, because of something we'd built and we thought we could go further. The belief in the team has always been there, but the pride is. I'm bursting with pride.
First question at the back, and then thanks.
What crossed in your mind when you scored the 2 tries in a row?
What crossed my mind?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in the game. So Yeah, we were coming back. We had the momentum. Yeah, so we'd done everything to work our way back. Unfortunately, we didn't get over the line, but yeah, it got exciting.
Is there some scary when in the last 10 minutes when you have the ball, you didn't want to écarter la balle?
Go wide.
To play wide for the last 10 minutes, it was scary for you to lose the ball?
Not really. We tried to build phases so that we can see opportunity, and we were not scared. Told the boys to keep the ball and build phases. Then opportunity will come. But unfortunately, the call didn't get our way, and it was the end of the game.
Simon, when you talk about that pride in the family element you've built, does the fact that the guys who obviously had suffered those bereavements wanted to come back and felt like they could obviously have the pastoral support they would need to be able to come back and perform within the setup, despite obviously having serious family tragedies? That kind of speaks volumes for what you've built, doesn't it?
Yeah, not what I've built. It's
you as everybody,
team,
collective.
So we celebrate together and we suffer together. And Sam obviously came this week, and his dad fell gravely ill on the weekend, and there was talk of him staying. But yeah, family's family, and that's family's always first in my life, and our lives is always first. So we wanted to get him back, and we knew he would get his role right, and the team got around him. His brothers were over here yesterday, were able to present his jersey, which was a really touching moment, and it shows the connection between the group, and yeah, it's more than just a team. It really is a family, and yeah, I think we'll have a bond for the rest of our lives.
Simon, on your left, sorry. A question about your substitute. Your coaching, your bench seemed to help you to win the game. They were very important in the second half.
Yeah, well, I think they came on and did a great job. We didn't go to plan early because we had an early injury with our tight end prop, and they kind of but Masaki came on and played a great 60 odd minutes. And we made the substitution early in the front row, and they both made an impact, and it was a good all round effort. All the boys that came in, and we've said right from the beginning the 33 is always the important. We've got is one of the things that's really changed in our pathways is that strength of depth. Having 33 players being able to play at the highest level, and it shows like it's going to be the real fruit for Fiji Rugby is going to be 27, 31, and moving on from there, because you've got a very young generation of guys coming through behind the Druas there, under 20s, our Warriors, and it's a real the template there, the infrastructure's there to have long-term sustainability and success. So it's an exciting time for Fiji Rugby.
Final question here, please.
Waisea, what do you think will stay in your mind about this World Cup when you reflect on it in a few weeks or in a few months?
Proud. Just proud of the team, coaching staff, management, and the boys for the effort. And yeah, it's been 16 years. I'm just proud.
Thank you, Waisea. Thank you, Simon. England will be through in a few minutes. Thanks.
Thanks for everything. You guys have been awesome.